Welcome back to another episode of the Relationship Schools podcast. I'm your host, Jason Gaddis.
And I'm Ellen Bader.
Yeah, we're here for another round.
Another conversation.
Yeah, drinking our tea and coffee. Yeah, it's intense times out there.
Yeah, it is. I don't know. January's been kind of a slog in my experience.
I'm enjoying January so far.
That's nice. I'm glad someone is.
Well, actually, there's been moments of it I haven't enjoyed.
I think it's been an intense month.
But I think what has been intense for me is there's this kind of slow, chronic pandemic.
Yeah. And I think I'm feeling just the weight of that more. It's like, it's just kind of sitting here.
Right.
With these, we've had, just, there's been a lot happening in our community in Boulder, and there's a lot of challenges. So
it's testing all of our resiliency for sure.
For sure.
Yeah.
We have to keep digging deeper and getting more support and staying connected to our people.
Yeah, I was saying that in one of our coaching classes the other day, just how important it is we stay connected right now to each other, to at least one person that feels deep and authentic to you.
Yeah.
Because it would be a lot more to do this on your own.
Oh my God. It's,
isolated and lonely and
much harder and
Yeah. So if you are feeling isolated and alone, you can always come to our classes. Certainly is one way to connect.
We will be there.
Yeah. Okay, today we're going to talk about attachment again. We love this subject.
Yeah, I love this subject so much.
And I think we're going to zero in on why does talking about attachment matter? Why does like an attachment style, knowing an attachment style matter? Why is that important to us? And to you listening?
Yeah, I think, attachment is something, I think of it as like, it's just this really primal part of us, our attachment process and attachment experience. And to understand that mammalian part of ourselves that needs to feel connected in order to survive, and how strongly in us that is. I think the more we understand that, the more we can understand our challenges in our most important relationships.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah, and attachment's our most fundamental need, human need. Without attaching to another human being, we would die. And that's what is at stake, right? For little kids when they don't feel safe with a caregiver or like anyone's there for them, that's what's at stake. I might die.
Yeah.
So like Ellen was saying, this is super primal for us.
Yeah, it's in all of us. It's like a human, it's part of our basic wiring. And I think that's part of why it's so fascinating. We can study it for so long because it's just part of the human experience. And there's no I get that and moving on. It's an ongoing part of us that is getting activated and getting built out as we go through life.
Yeah. And every relationship we have, particularly the most important ones, influence how that attachment goes. How we start to orient and wire ourselves around other people. Yeah, so if we talk about styles in particular, and we're not going to dive into all the styles and all the different ways, all the configurations, we will be doing that in an upcoming masterclass, so stay tuned here for more details on that. But why do attachment styles matter? Why does that matter?
Yeah, good question.
Yeah, let's talk about that for a minute.
Let's talk about that. I would say it matters because the way we, connect with someone and the ways we want space from someone, that the styles of that have a real big impact on how the relationship quality feels. And this really just applies to our primary partnerships, our relationships with our children, relationships with parents, siblings, our closest relationships with the people we depend on the most. And so the way we come into and out of connection with them is all about our style. And then if you have a different style than me, you might have no idea why I'm being the way I'm being, why I'm having the responses I'm having, and that can create conflict.
Yeah, big conflicts. Yeah, and if we'll talk about just the two main styles briefly, insecure and secure. maybe just so we can orient people around that part.
Okay.
Just that if I'm in an insecure relationship with Ellen versus a secure one, it just means I'm more on edge. I'm not sure what's going to happen next. I don't know if we're going to be in a good place tomorrow or the next day, and I'm worried about myself and us. And
Or as soon as there's conflict, you start to worry about those things.
yeah, and as soon as there's conflict, I either want to resolve it really fast because I'm anxious, or I want to like get away from it all and just be by myself again because being alone is easier. This starts to look like an insecure relationship, whereas a secure one is, I'm connected to you and I feel great. I just want to kind of relax and unwind, and I feel like you've got my back. I can go live my life.
We can have conflict and our relationship can handle that. The relationship's going to be here tomorrow, whether you get upset with me or not. Like we can be okay.
Exactly. So this is why it matters, right? Because, it's like trendy to think about attachment styles right now. This is my style. But if you don't really, that's not actually what's important. What's important here is the self-awareness that's going to help me have a more solid relationship.
It seems like you're saying, because you're kind of going into new territory right now, where we started talking about why attachment styles matter.
Yeah.
And it's cool because you just said, like, that actually doesn't matter that much. What matters is whether you are creating a secure relationship or not.
Yeah, and attachment styles could be used for that end, to create a more secure relationship.
Yeah, by understanding, I would say, by understanding our attachment style, then we can choose, like, this is my tendency. My style is to, let's say, if conflict arises, to avoid. But if I know that about myself, then I can choose how I want to deal with that part of me and how I want to communicate with you around it. And creating a secure relationship is all about how we behave and the agreements we have and how we treat and handle each other day to day.
Exactly.
It's not about our attachment styles. So there's a distinction here that I think is important, where a secure relationship, like you were saying, it kind of doesn't matter what your attachment style is, because you can still create a secure relationship based on principles, based on research that we know support human beings feeling secure in their relationships. Exactly.
Yeah, so we're going to go much deeper into this on our upcoming masterclass.
Lots to say.
Yeah, and it's, if you go to relationshipschool.com/masterclass, that's where you can find the details on how to come hear more about this. And it's going to be about an hour and a half long class where we drill down into relationship security and these attachment styles and why they matter so much. So this is a little teaser trailer for that, because we want you to come. We could just sit here for 2 hours and talk about this.
For days.
But maybe you're not that interested. So we're saying, for those of you who are interested,
come to this other thing.
Come to this other thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I like how we just kind of weaved our way into how attachment styles can serve a secure relationship and the kind of relationship people want.
Yeah.
Not just the self-awareness about it.
Yeah, understanding our attachment styles can serve us in creating the kind of relationship we want. It can really serve.
Big time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Super cool stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks for listening, folks. On all the places, the Spotifys, the Google Plays, the Apple Podcasts. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for leaving a review. And thanks for being you and being someone who's interested.
Yeah, thank you so much.
If you're in pain relationally and you need immediate support, our coaches can help you. I've trained almost 100 coaches at this point, relationship coaches that are amazing humans, and they have the chops to help you get through this hard time, this hard moment you're going through. Or if you want to actually hire a coach and have someone in your corner to continue to up-level your communication skills, your listening skills, your conflict skills, these folks are incredible, okay? So all you need to do is go to relationshipschool.com/MRC. That stands for My Relationship Coach. So relationshipschool.com/MRC. All right? If you want immediate, direct, effective help, check them out. Hey, thanks so much for listening. Please subscribe to this YouTube channel. Share one of these videos with a friend. We want to help the planet get their act together around relationships. And you are one of them, so thank you.